The aim of the visit really is to consolidate the gains recorded in the interministerial collaboration between the two ministries, that's Minister of Environment and Minister of Education, in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, which is currently bedeviling our country. As members of the Presidential Task Force, both of us, Minister of Education and Environment, we have to collaborate to make sure we prevent and contain and manage the coronavirus pandemic in our country. The need to be proactive cannot be overemphasized, as the PTF is still pondering and considering how to go back to being normal. Well, normality today, really for the next foreseeable future, will be something that we'll just be thinking about, but it will take time. Even after the vaccines have been administered, we'll have to wait for a while before we can call anything going back to normal. You will recall that during the reopening of the schools, the Minister of Environment, in collaboration with the Minister of Education, we undertook an exercise of decontaminating and disinfecting the schools before reopening, provided surveillance equipment and also stationed environmental health officers to be able to guide the students and teachers in observing the protocols of COVID prevention, and that includes hygiene, which we call the WASH in general, water, sanitation, and hygiene. That's the washing of hands, wearing of the mask, and all the stuff that has now become part of our life. Furthermore, we would like to also appeal to the Honorable Minister to implement the 8th resolution of the National Council on Environment, which we held, when was that, last year, and called for the establishment of environmental health departments in tertiary institutions. Yes, there are departments that may have environmental health programs, but this strictly to be able to produce environmental health officers, because we have seen how important these environmental health officers are, especially during this pandemic. Just recently, we had to augment the Federal Minister of Health with additional officers because the Port Health are just not enough to carry out their functions at the various airports in the country. So at this juncture, it is my pleasure to present to you, the Honorable Minister, the certificate of decontamination and disinfection of the Unity schools that were decontaminated and disinfected by the Federal Minister of Environment, attesting the safety and fitness of the schools to be reoccupied